Welcome, builders, to week 6 of Pulaski's Junior Brick Masters. First of all, I want you to know I am so proud of you. I know I keep saying that, but it's just true. Every week, you amaze me with the builds that you come up with and what you bring in to show us. Thank you so much for taking the time and for taking this seriously. And I thank you so much for all that you have done to promote this here in my store and to bring so much joy to the people in our community. Thank you. You all have shown incredible creativity, determination, and teamwork. And now it's time to take the collaboration to the next level. This week's challenge is called the Brick Museum of Imagination. Every great museum tells a story, and this one will tell yours. Together with your partner, you'll design and build a museum that showcases two different exhibit wings connected by your shared vision and creativity. Each builder will create one exhibit wing. Your exhibit can represent any theme you can dream up. It could be the age of dinosaurs, the future of Lego, fantastical creatures, under the sea, outer space, natural history. It could be about art or culture or something entirely unique that reflects your team's imagination. You could have a museum about donuts or cars, whatever makes you happy. When your two sections are placed next to each other, they should form one cohesive museum, connected by architectural style, color, and layout. This week, your power-up bag will include a base structure. This must remain intact. You're each going to receive one of these. So one of these plates will hold one exhibit. You must keep your foundation solid and do not modify the structure's dimensions or remove the elements, including these tiles. You will also receive one bag of white 2x2 tiles. Once you finish your build, you're going to apply tiles onto the flooring of your museum exhibit. While you do not have to use the white tiles, all of the floors should be tiled just like a museum would be. Lastly, you will also receive a small bag from the Brick Pit. When you turn in your week 6 build, you'll be leaving it here on display until the finale. That means that this will become part of the museum we share with everyone who visits Jen's Brick House over the next few weeks. Because of that, make sure not to include any pieces, minifigures, or accessories you'll need later. They'll stay safely here as part of your exhibit. Also, remember that after this week, all of the builds that you do for weeks 7 and 8 will be using entirely the bricks found here at Jen's Brick House, so you won't need those parts for additional builds for challenges. All right, before you talk with your partner, start brainstorming a few ideas on your own. Think about what kind of museum you'd like to create, what your exhibit could be, and how both halves could connect. Then, when you meet with your partner, pitch your ideas to each other. See what gets you both excited. Don't limit your imagination to what you already know how to build. Your partner may have skills or techniques or ideas that can help your ideas come to life. Remember, collaboration means finding a balance between your creativity and theirs. Listen, share, and build something together that neither of you could create alone. All right, Saturday we're going to still open at 10 a.m., but to help you coordinate it, we're adding a few extra opportunities to work together this weekend. We will be open on Sunday from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and Tuesday and Wednesday we will still open at 2 o'clock, but we will stay here until 7. These extra hours are designed to help teams who may need a little more time to plan or work side by side. Use that time wisely to finalize your designs, coordinate styles, and prepare for your submission. Your week 6 bills are due on Thursday, November the 13th, with an extended turn-in time of 7 p.m. We know many of you have activities and commitments after school, so we want to give you that extra hour in case you need to meet with your teammate to meet, combine, and turn in your build together. All right, the storytelling element. This week, your museum exhibit must include a short written description, just one paragraph about your museum and its exhibits that explains what visitors would experience in your museum. Work together to write that paragraph and decide which teammate will read it and when you will turn in the build. If only part of your build is in store when reading is recorded, don't worry, we'll use a little movie magic to voice over your full display later for presentation. All right, so a couple of things to keep in mind. When designing your exhibit, think about how a real museum looks and feels. Consider adding walls and walkways to guide visitors through the exhibit, barriers or ropes to protect fragile displays, display cases for special items or artifacts, wall art or informational signs, minifig visitors and staff to bring your museum to life. Think about the layout, the story, and the flow. How do visitors move through the space and what do they discover along the way? To help you a little bit further, one of my friends in the LEGO community created this entire challenge, and it's sitting in our display cases right above your week 5 builds. So you can come and take a look about what a museum with 2 exhibits would look like. We don't want you to copy this, but just to get some ideas. Okay, before you begin building, decide with your teammate what type of museum you're going to create. We need you to do this by Sunday. Once you have your idea decided, we need you to write to me in the team group text chat what your team's plan is. This allows me to bring in the parts and accessories that might help you to complete your build if you choose to purchase and use them. If you don't use them, that's okay. But keep in mind that with unlimited creative options, some teams may have more in-store pieces available than others. All right, keep your creativity high, your teamwork strong, and your imagination wide open. This is your last home build challenge before our live build events begin. Make something that shows not what you can build, but what you and your teammate can dream up together. Remember, send the story, make the build, take a step back and look and see if you need to edit it back or add some elements, write the description with a title, and turn it in on time. Good luck, builders, and welcome to the Brick Museum of Imagination.